This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open.
Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You are now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the Florida Vibe Directory. We are here with my boy Sean Patrick.
Sir.
And we also got Jay Conflict in the building.
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing great, man. We're here to celebrate. We got some great music on cue, man. So one thing I wanted to talk to you about, because you recently came out with a new EP, right?
Yeah.
Once in a Lifetime.
Yes.
So tell me about that, man.
Man, so that's like we were saying before, that's probably the biggest project I've put out so far. It had all my, popular singles from the one we were just playing, Mojo, to just some new ones that we put out. Me and this guy got one on there too. And man, it's probably the most excited I've been for a project because I'm at that point now where I'm really starting to see the momentum get going for it.
Amazing. How long did the project take in the making?
Man, probably too long, but but I mean, it was just one of those things. Like, I feel like you get one chance to make a first impression, and I think that was a really solid way to do that. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that project.
Yeah, I gave it a listen through, and I really loved your sound.
Appreciate it.
You got a very crisp and clean sound. It also. When I was listening through your whole discography. Actually, got to a point where I'm like, you know what? Let me go all the way back.
Oh man!
So
deep in the archives.
So what you had on Spotify, at least, I saw that you came out with the song "Dragon."
Oh man!
And
you went to the bottom.
Yeah, scroll down to the bottom. I'm like, what is this? So the sound, the amount of change, I thought was impressive, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I loved it.
Appreciate it.
So how do you feel about that growth?
Yeah, I agree. I think, starting from that, I mean, that's just the first, I guess, one that's up there right now. But I mean, starting from the ones that aren't even out, we have songs that, probably won't see the light of day. But it's awesome to see that, I always, really push myself to constantly get better, not to settle, be complacent. And I love having that work ethic, and I feel like it's served me well,
For sure. And have you and Jay Conflict been making music for a long time?
Yeah, I think as long as we've known each other, right?
Really?
What, college?
Yeah,
maybe?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have a song actually before the EP. We had another song called "Rack on My Wrist." Yeah, for the music video, we actually went out to Las Olas, and we had the crowd interact with the video. It was super nice.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Yo, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Speaking of music videos, I see you guys have one together, Sauced.
Yes.
Yeah. Yo, I love that video, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, let's just show it for the people
let's
real
just show
quick.
it to the people one time.
Yeah, one time. Let's see what we got going here.
I know a girl named Christina, all she won't do is swipe my Visa. I know a good girl named Jane, type of girl you want, but she don't need you. Ay, know a girl named Rochelle, she up at Tootsie stripping with Keisha. I know a good girl named Whitney, play my call right and I just might keep her. Boys so depressed with themselves that they gotta come talk about me. Most times I big y'all boys up, man, y'all ever bit of me. Stared in the back so many times, don't trust nobody. Maybe you just don't shade, cause you know you can't shine like me. That's OP, MOB, but that's SP. Run this game, show win SP. Best in the city, don't play with me. Yeah, drop the hitters, then I run it back. Flip the script, I don't know how to act. She gon' let me hit her from the back. Call another Uber, send her back. Yeah. I'm sauced up and I'm bossed up and I'm whoa. I'm sauced up and I'm bossed up and I'm whoa. I'm sauced up and I'm bossed up and I'm whoa. Yeah.
We had to get in great shape for this video.
Chris.
Fuck with the sake, cause you know that we ain't the same. Run the game, we'll try to catch and wait. Come with me, ride with me through my energy. Like the caddy with the painted rims. Like the cities that you rode in. Whoa, get it in the whip, just throw it back. Might as well just put it on the snap. Or I might just move it to the gram. Know I had to do it for the yams. Headed to the middle like the cities with the back wall. I don't wanna kill it, but I know that if I've grown, I got the sauce, you could juice, but it's mad old. You don't wanna push it cause I've been in the bad place. Got too many cars, there's a girl when the breaking. I don't wanna dish it cause I know it's the same thing. Y'all ain't got sauce like conflict and SP.
I ain't got a sauce, pretty bitty wanna test me. I ain't gotta sit on the way like a jet ski. Every fucking day a motherfucker wanna test me. Girl, I can bring it back out if you let me. Jump it up and dunk it like an edge, come and catch me. Lot of y'all boy, my child like Destiny. Tryna make me crash when my drive won't let me. Floss style, boss style, I'm so flaky. Know that I got it, they been mad about it. I built a foundation, ain't nothing without it. I got all this sauce, I ain't talking about
switch up though.
on flurry, my chain is on fuego and low as the money. I'm spitting that crack, ain't talking about yayo, I'm whipping the foreign. These bitches are boring, I'm talking that shit, but when you see me, you ain't got nothing to say though. I serve up the beef with sriracha and mayo, so girl shake that ass like you Cardi or J-Lo. Few strippers out of my city on payroll, the hustle, the hater gon' hate though. Need me a milli, it's hot in my city. Glizzy on safety, but I got her with me. She heard I was popping, I heard she was whopping, so I signed my autograph all on the titty.
Damn. So, tell me, what was the inspiration for this? Because this looks like you guys storyboarded it. Like this was like well produced. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
We had so many different ideas for it.
Yeah.
A lot of time, thinking about what we wanted to do and not wanted to do.
Right.
It's funny. We were playing basketball the other day, and we came up with so much of a simpler idea for it. Like we were like, oh, what if we just had like a thing of like sauce, and we took it and it made us like good at everything. Like it was just something that would have been so much more straightforward than having like this complex TV channel switching like idea. So. I don't know how we settled on this, but it was just, I think it was from having so many ideas.
It's just from having so many ideas, and then the director kind of took it and ran with it.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out Cloud9.
Cloud9.
Yeah, was that the guy who directed this film?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. It came out very crisp.
I appreciate it.
I like it. Where do you guys get all the girls from too? Because I've seen a few of your videos and it's just filled with honeys. I'm like a factory. Like what's going on?
It's all a factory. It's all on no. I mean we're lucky to have like a really good network of just people who are not only easy to work with, but they're professional to work with. And so we're really thankful for all the models that come out and show out in all the videos.
Amazing.
Definitely happy with every time we put something together like that.
Nice. And are you guys currently living in Miami or
no? That was just because of the jerseys.
Yeah,
that was just I don't know where that idea came from.
Actually,
because
we had ordered like specific jerseys, custom jerseys. Mine said Jay Conflict. He said Sean Patrick.
Yeah.
And then they were supposed to get here. They didn't get here until like a month after the video came out.
Bro, you don't know how many artists I've talked to where that's like a major thing, especially with jerseys. Funny enough,
we just made it work. We just like I was like, let's just slide to the Miami Heat store and just cop full uniforms. We had like the custom shoes with it too, and like we can't let that go to waste.
Yeah, the idea is good.
We just rolled with it, and I love those scenes. Like I love those, and the gym scenes. I think we were saying are our favorites.
The gym scenes were awesome. The scene where I'm just benching, that took like an hour. I was just benching for an hour straight.
I don't know why that took so long, but yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine you being dead after that video.
Yeah, it was
being sore the next day.
Oh, for sure. Of course, I was doing finger pull-ups, man. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course I was tired. No.
Yeah, that's like a 16-hour shoot, the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
All day. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So, tell me more about the EP. Okay. Right. So you got some great songs on there. One song that I absolutely loved was Mojo.
I appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah, it's my money one. It's the big one. Yeah.
Okay. I could see why. And also what I loved about it is I felt like any millennial can really relate to it because you had a little hidden gems. Like if you could listen in the background, you had some samples from some old school songs.
Yeah.
And even your bars, you even had like a Lil Wayne reference.
Yes.
So what was the inspiration in that?
So I was putting that song together at a time in my life where it was kind of like you're as a artist trying to get into this industry, you realize that the sacrifices that it's going to take is money and time, and it's kind of like it's almost like it's one or the other. If you're losing one, you're making the other. If you have time, maybe you're missing out on making money. And unfortunately, I mean, it's not this there's a crystal clear path of it's all easy and it comes to you organically, but a lot of times you have to well, not a lot of times, every time you have to invest in yourself and to get to where you want. And I think that's really the message I was trying to portray in that song. And it just so happens that the song came out really good. and yeah, we rolled with it. We did the video to it, and people really liked it.
Nice. And do you produce a lot of these songs, or do you work with a producer?
Yes, so a little bit of both.
Okay.
What usually ends up happening is the main guy I work with on production is our boy Primetime Beats.
Okay.
With a Z.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out that guy. But yeah, so pretty much, yeah, a lot of times what'll happen is I'll like have an idea for a song, and maybe I'll make like the skeleton of it, and I'll just come to him with ideas, and I'll just say, what do you think of this? And if he likes it, he'll take it and he'll flip it and totally just like outdo my entire production. And it comes out great. It goes hand in hand, because then I go back in and maybe I make the vocals a little better, make the cadence more rhythmic, or whatever the case is. And then we kind of go back and forth like that a lot.
Nice.
Plus working with like a lot of talented musicians as well, I think really brings the sound together. I think that was just me, Prime, and our boy Wayne, also goes by AJ, who did some melodic portions of that song.
Dope.
So yeah, it's really in-house. Like, it's really like, it doesn't really leave the room. It's all inclusive.
Just became like
us.
an ensemble.
Yeah.
It just all came together.
Very lucky to have friends like that.
It's a good
for
inner
sure.
circle type
Inner
thing.
circle thing, absolutely. It doesn't leave the circle.
Yeah. One thing that I've always related to is, once I became passionate about music and was open and expressing my passion about music, it became like a magnet. So like the people that I attract were all music cats in some way or another, right? They either did EDM or they did rap, rock. Like, somehow I'm going to end up speaking to them just because I love music and put myself in music places, right? So I could definitely see what you mean. And it's always great when you're trying to produce some magic, because everyone's got their talent,
Yeah, definitely.
So it's great. Well, dope, man. So tell me, when it comes to your videos, because all of them seem very different, but like well produced, like they really are.
Yeah.
What does your creative process look like for that?
Yeah, definitely. With videos, always. I think even from the beginning, I've always just really pushed myself to make like the best visual it could be. I'll definitely go above and beyond to make it like the best video to complement a song that I really feel strongly enough to make a video for. And so what I'll usually do is just try to figure out what the song sounds like. What does this song feel like it should be visually? Start there. Also work with, obviously, like we said before, a great director who's we usually work with Cloud9 Cinema, and when me and him come together, I feel like it's always a good outcome visually.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And for your latest EP, what is your favorite song on there?
Nah, that's tough. They're all my favorite. Nah, I'm not going to give that politically correct answer. I'm probably it changes, but I mean, I definitely think I'm big on like if a song stands the test of time. Like if I still want to go listen back to it like a year or two later, and I still enjoy listening to it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm probably gonna go with Mojo as well. It's really been that song for me that I feel like is catered in the EP.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely Mojo. I think.
Solid.
Today. It might change today.
yeah. Depending on the mood.
On the
right?
mood, yeah.
On
Sometimes
if
I'm in a different mood, it's a different song. Yeah.
So what's next for you? You just came out with this.
Yes.
It's a heater of an EP, man.
Appreciate it, man. What's next is just more music, more videos. I'm excited. I actually have 2 videos in the works right now that are probably coming out within the next week or two.
Okay.
I'm excited for those. And so we finished filming them. I think we're doing one more add-on scene for the last video, but besides that, everything's pretty much done. And so I'm looking forward to dropping that. We were just talking. I was on the phone with another artist friend of mine, and we were just talking about we all coming together, putting together a tour. I would love to do like a college tour.
That'd be cool.
Even if it's just like on the state kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like going from Miami, Broward, Orlando. You know what I mean? I'm ready for that, man. I just that with more promo runs and stuff like that. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think your sound would be amazing for these cities that you're mentioning too.
Yeah. I'm excited to get out and start performing some of these ones live,
Yeah. So tell me more about when you perform. Have you had a lot of chances to be out there live on
last year was unfortunate. Obviously, everything was closed down, so I mean, we didn't really get the chance to showcase like a live performance like we would have. But even coming out of high school, I was always doing like the talent shows and like just putting on these like over the top productions. And I'm really looking forward to doing shows again, to where it's like I can, put together some higher level of production value to it, because I have a lot of great friends that are musicians that are so ready to like go out and do like a live show. So that's really what I'm looking forward to doing, because I feel like we haven't got a chance to really do that yet.
Yeah, it's a collective, right? Like
you
guys just get together and you're like, we're gonna put on a badass show.
Yeah, we're ready. It's just like, it's just timing right now. We're just, trying to figure out schedules and stuff like that. So tour comes soon.
Okay, glad to hear it. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And have you ever? There's someone I would love for you to meet. I have a friend of mine called Franchise.
Franchise,
and
okay.
he reminds me of your ambition, right? To like put on shows or put on new music, and it goes a long way. When you're obsessed about your craft.
Oh man, yeah.
Bro, you just keep on putting out better and better things.
Yes.
And
as you should.
Yeah, exactly. So I can see that in you. Like you just want to make new, keep on improving.
Next one, yeah. I work, man. That's probably, out of all the things for me that I think as a music artist that I'm most proud of, is probably my work ethic, I think that's really, tested true on my whole kind of like timeline as a young guy doing music.
Yeah. And would you say that it's been this way since high school?
Yeah.
It's been this way since you were a kid, picking up like a xylophone, like.
Yeah, I mean, I was a quiet kid in high school. I mean, like I touch on it in the EP, of course. Just kind of reflecting on how I've gone from that to this. Yeah, I mean, like it was just I was always doing it.
Yeah.
But I was a lot quieter about it, and I think it's awesome to kind of like be, in a space now where it's like I could kind of reflect back on that, and just it's like a 180 almost,
Right. It's kind of insane to see where you were and then where you're going, where you are. I always
love like the reactions, like that's the one the intro joint on the EP being "Don't You Recognize Me" was really stemmed off of a conversation just like that. Kind of just being talking to people I would go to high school with, and they'd be kind of almost like taken back and surprised at where I am, and almost like unrecognizable.
Right.
But it's cool. It's cool to see the progression, and I'm glad people notice, whether it's positive or negative.
Amazing. And at what point would you say that you really came into your image? Like, and what I mean by that is, at what point were you like, I'm Sean Patrick? Like, this is my brand. Mm-hmm. This is who I am. I
think probably at the end of high school. I think was probably like when I really decided like I'm gonna do this for real. I'm just gonna cut out any excuses. I'm just gonna push forward. And I think it was the summer, like after high school, after graduating, that I did my first video, and that's also not going to see the light of day, probably. Maybe until like a documentary about me comes out. That's not. Yeah.
Save it.
I mean, we've seen it, but like, I'm not gonna like. But yeah, I mean, I think from there, I really started trying to take it more serious. And in these past, couple years, I've even gone further into the production of myself and really investing in myself as an artist. And I see the rewards of it for sure.
Amazing. Could you ever see yourself signing to a label?
Yeah, it's such a tricky question, because I gotta be careful with what I say. I know this is gonna be it's gonna go up online. We have had meetings with labels. I've had some offers. Mm-hmm. I haven't signed anywhere yet. Will I in the future, if it's the right situation for me? For sure. Mm-hmm. I just feel like we're in such an interesting time in music and just in the industry in general, where I feel like independent artists are becoming more and more like of a normal thing, you know. I think the landscape of the music industry is really changing, and obviously due to like the internet and social media and things like that. So it's an interesting time to be an artist, man. So I think you know, if the right situation comes around, we'll definitely be more than happy to.
Okay.
But it's got to be the right situation.
Got to be the right situation. Yeah, I completely agree with you. The landscape has changed. I feel like now there's more leverage for the artist as there was in the past when the record label would just really take advantage.
Yes.
But an important part of that is just knowing who you are and what you bring to the table. And speaking of that, at what point would you say you found your sound, right? Because I feel like you have a great sound that reminds me of being like with a bit of pop, rap, you know, and just kind of intertwining the two really well.
No, that's a good question, and it was well said. I mean, you kind of answered it almost yourself.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I really wanted to do just that. Like I said, working with Prime, working with my boy Wayne, I feel like I've been able to hone in on still hip hop, but also kind of blurring the lines of pop to where it's like even when I am singing, sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm singing, you know, or in rap and vice versa, you know, it's a rap cadence, but it's melodic. And I just never wanted to be in a box, I guess, like musically. So I think that's why you see me doing a pop record, and then I'll turn around and do like a grimy, you know, rap song, and you know, and just go back and forth. So I think I enjoy it. I don't think I would do it any other way.
Okay.
And yeah.
Awesome. I everyone that comes on the show that is able to sing in some capacity, I always ask them, was it easy to begin singing on your tracks right away?
Well, I think for me, I more or less kind of started singing like before the rapping. And I was, like I said, I was a quiet kid, and like in high school, I was like really to myself. I would like, you know, be doing my own little melody songs, you know, recorded on like a little MP3, you know, they're just like, you know, very humble beginnings. And I think the rapping came shortly after. My uncle, he's also a rapper as well. He's like, you know, he's part of a rap group. Yeah. Shout out to I got nickname is Uncle Sham. He's part of Sham and the Professor. And he's been a rapper, and he has some great work out. And I think just from all the great advice that he's given me has really helped me hone in on the rap side of things, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably where it started, and I, you know, just got good.
Nice. So you would say your uncle was probably one of your biggest influences?
Definitely that, and I think just realizing what I've always loved language, like, you know, just whether it be writing or, you know, all those like essays you would have to do like in classes, you know. I actually enjoyed it, like, you know. So I've always loved language. So I think rap was just an elevated version of writing a story or writing a poem, whatever the case is. And I think it happened very organically how I came into the rapping thing. And I think there's a lot of parallels between that and like drumming.
Yeah.
And I was in drumline in high school.
Nice.
And yeah, it all happened very organically coming into the rap.
Nice.
And I just so happened to have the singing already there. So I just patched the two.
That's incredible, man. You know, I was in band once, and I think that helped me bridge my understanding of music to what it really is and how it could be so versatile, right? Because I was hearing how you could produce music and see music, and then I was like, oh, wait, hold up. Started seeing things in a different light, you know? Yeah. And that's great to hear. You know, something very similar happened to you as well.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about, you mentioned before the show began that you worked in production.
Yes.
Right. So tell me more about that.
So for me, I also went to school and got my degree in music tech. Through that, I got an internship, you know, working production management gigs, you know, small stuff, like, you know, at the, like North Miami Beach band shells and, you know, little music festivals here and there. Through that, like I said, I, you know, really learned a lot more about the live sound end of things. And that's really what it turned into for me. And it kind of worked out on both ends because it also helped me get better as a music artist. And, you know, when it came time to, you know, do anything regarding production, I was able to actually communicate that much better with whoever I was working with because I just had that knowledge in the back of my head already.
Gotcha. So you were just able to, hey, yo, this is what I want.
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate it's a lot of work. I've definitely put in a lot of hours in that world, but I definitely appreciate that path, that part of the path.
Nice. And what would you say really made you want to decide music tech is what I want to study here?
Same reason. I love like self-efficiency. I love being able to, if I wake up tomorrow and I want to make a song, I don't have to wait on anybody. You know, I could just wake up and do it myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's where all that, the desire to know more on the tech end of things, that's where it came in for me. So.
Solid.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That'll play a long way when you're throwing shows, man. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, believe me, I'm already looking at what tour's gonna be like, and yeah, I'm very thankful that I have all the information and the people that I have around me too.
Amazing.
Because it's a lot.
And do you feel you already have your crew kind of assembled that you would like to do that with?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, like I said, everybody that wants to do it's just a matter of figuring out like schedules and stuff, and like trying to like work this thing out, which is, it's realistically, I mean, tour is probably going to be 3-4 weeks, the first one, if we're just doing Florida. But I think, yeah, everybody's super down to do it. It's just about finding like, who's going to be available for this day, who's going to be available for this, that kind of thing. But yeah, I think I have a friend of mine, his name is Thane. His artist name is actually my friend Thane. He has a lot of knowledge regarding like tour management. And so I think him and a couple other people are really going to, I think between all of us collectively, we're really going to put together something dope.
We'll love to see it, man. We'll love to see it.
You and me both.
Yeah. So, the friends that you, like, would you say pursuing the path that you have, it's kind of cut people out and brought people in?
Yeah,
how would you see that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we have conversations like that all the time about like just what your energy attracts and the type of people that you want to have around. I think just by nature, I think if you're a positive person and you're progressively shooting towards a goal, you're gonna find people that are also doing that,
right,
on some level.
Right.
I think in that same sense, the negative people kind of root themselves out almost. It's really just kind of like, I've been lucky enough to learn that lesson early on, in regards to who you have around you. You definitely, having a solid circle of friends around you that you could trust, I think is one of the top things that you need, not just in music, I think just in life.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. They really support you.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like the inner circle hasn't really changed much.
No. Same people from when we started, yeah. And it's cool because, you see the people who are, genuine, you see the people who are, who actually care, and right. When you accomplish something, it's not just like, silent stares and like, this guy, like, those kind of people, unfortunately, sometimes they are your friends at a point or whatever the case is. And, you realize the higher you get in this, this industry, you start to realize on whatever level you're on that there's always going to be a certain level of, I guess, resentment towards you. And I think, but, then that all just comes back around to having those solid people around you, Because when you do have that solid circle, it just, all the other stuff just doesn't even really feel real sometimes,
Makes perfect sense, man.
Yeah.
It really does. And when you are creating a new song, what does that look like for you? Do you got your crew around you? Like, are you two in the studio together? Like, this sounds good, you know?
Yeah, we're actually...
You think we're going to the studio after this?
Yeah, after this, we're in the studio.
We're actually going to the studio after this.
If we're not at the gym, we're at the studio.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, as you can see, that was live footage of us in the gym. That wasn't even a video.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that was our warm-up. But yeah, no, I think it's awesome to have, that's that same circle in the studio when you're all together. I mean, a lot of times I'll find myself, even by myself sometimes, just making songs. I think it depends on what it is. I think the more like the lyrical tracks where I'm like, speaking on, I guess more, you could say introspective stuff. Like sometimes I like being able to just write and, take my time and be in my own space and, just put it together that way. But other times I love, you know, having people together in the studio and we're just like making some crazy song and
Just vibing.
have, you know, Prime in there. Wayne was down here having Wayne in there throwing keys on stuff. Prime, you know, maybe criticizing something I'm doing.
And that prime approval.
That
is
prime
rare.
approval,
Prime approval.
Yeah.
I like that.
I definitely I appreciate it though because I think having friends that won't just yes you to death, you know, will push you to get better. It makes you want to get better. Like, oh, you think I could do better? Maybe I can do better. You know, so I think a lot of times it's actually proven to make better songs in the final product because I went back in and changed a couple bars, or I went back in and amplified the melodic side of things. And so I appreciate it. I appreciate all the help I get. You know.
Incredible, man. Definitely. Yeah. And I'm sure the change, there has been a change. Like, I'm guessing, did you ever start off with like a closet studio and then move to like a...
I don't get it twisted. I still got a closet studio. I have that. And I have a studio spot at the house in a room. We got a studio spot out in Miami that we go to. We got a spot on Fort Lauderdale. So shout out to Dash, James, all them boys that have really held it down in those studios. And same thing with Spezzy. Spezzy has a great spot out in Davie, which is literally 5 minutes from my house. Wow. So it's awesome having, you know, different locations because for me, I see it as kind of like levels. Maybe I'll start it at the house and I'll be like, all right, this is a good idea. Like if we like it, maybe we'll finish it out and we'll take this to the studio in Miami and then actually get it done like more professionally. Yeah. And I think that system has worked so well for us because it gives us so much more time and it never leaves like a circle of people. And I think, unfortunately, not a lot of rappers have that luxury of being able to have a guy that you always go to for your tracks or a guy that you always go to for your mixing. And I think it shines through in the music, for sure.
Amazing, man. It does. When that good influence is there, right? Because that energy gets transferred into that track. And, you know, you just really vibe with it and feel it. Amazing. And tell me more about yourself, brother, because you know, you're telling me, like, I want to know, how did you start rapping and getting into music?
I mean, I started writing first. I was more of a poet, I guess, back in high school.
Okay.
And then, you know, I took this creative writing class. And then every week or so, we had an assignment to where you could write whatever you wanted. And it's just so happened that every time I wrote something, it happened to be a rap. And then my teacher, you know, she was really cool about it. She actually told me, hey, you actually have something here, entering contests and stuff. And I'm like, nah. And then when I got into college, that's where I met Sean. Yeah. That's where I started, okay, maybe I'm capable enough to go, you know, into the booth, see what I can do. And the very first song I recorded was actually at Sean's house.
Yes.
I think that song is somewhere still floating online.
Yeah, that's one of those songs that's in the darkness.
Yeah,
that probably won't come to light.
Deep in the trenches.
Deep in the trenches. Think deep in the trenches and deeper than that. No.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Some Mariana's Trench songs.
Mariana Trench. And then from there to now, I feel like I've picked up a lot of tricks from everybody that I've met, especially Sean, Prime, you know, AJ. And it's gotten to the point where really, you know, looking into it to, you know, there's something here. I do have the last music video I put out that wasn't, you know, that's not sauced was a King. And that was just kind of me testing the waters and me kind of producing, kind of writing a story. Yeah. You know, so hopefully later on I can actually start writing screenplays. Okay. And stuff like that. And I know Sean's gonna take care of the soundtrack, so it's
got you.
So it all comes
in-house.
together.
It all comes together.
all in house.
Back to what you're saying. It's all in the crew.
It's all in the crew.
Nice. You guys mentioned you went to college together. Where'd you guys go?
BC.
BC. Solid. You got a lot of friends that went there.
Yeah, I met some great people there.
I bet. A lot of talented cats that go there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's for sure.
Music program is great.
Yeah, well, that would
like,
be
surprisingly, like, if people,
we
it's like
surprise people, exactly.
Yeah, it's like this whole community over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great to hear. I would say the same about UCF. Right, I went to school in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
And,
Oh, nice.
met a lot of talented people that way.
Yeah.
That's I was just out there shooting a music video. We actually shot the video on campus.
No way.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the guy I mentioned earlier. My friend Thane.
Okay.
He was shooting his video, and I had to. Me and my boy Gio right here. We took the trip out there all the way, just drive out to Orlando.
Great.
We just shot it out there. That song should be coming out. It's called Windows. The
Windows.
song's already out, audio, but I think the video's coming out within the next week or so. And that
Okay.
video came out awesome. So
All right.
yeah, man, shout out them boys up there in Orlando.
Yo, shout out and be on the lookout.
I was out in UCF doing all kinds of nonsense. No.
Yeah, that is the place to do nonsense. That is.
I seen it. I was out there for one night.
You get it firsthand. You're like, oh
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's a lot of fun after the video too.
That is for sure. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. That's what's up.
We sure did.
That's what's up. And Jay Conflict, I'm glad that you're like exploring this realm of whether or not, like you want to be full in, like what's the story you want to really explore there, which is great.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm very vocal about this being more of a hobby for me.
Right.
But I feel like, I'll say it. I'm number one at being humble. I'm pulling in more numbers than people taking this seriously. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, ride it. See where it goes.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Is Sean Patrick, is that your like actual name, or is that one that you came up as like a
Just a
stage
random name. Just rap name generator.
Word.
No, it's my real name. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Cool.
So I just, I really didn't venture too far off of variations of that, to be honest. I mean, it was always some kind of variation of my name. I'm not like one of those guys that has like a funny like rap name before my rap name I chose. It was always like Sean or Sean Patrick, and I just decided on that, Sean Patrick SP. It felt right. The type of music I make, I feel like is just about my life. And so what better way to reflect that than just being authentically myself. Yeah.
It's you.
So I was like, it's got to be Sean Patrick.
Amazing, man. Amazing. And I know you brought a beat for us today because you wanted to, maybe perform a song.
Sure. I got you.
All right. Let's see if we could pull that up here. And what is the name of this track?
So this is the joint called Newfound Who Dis. It's a freestyle joint.
I like that.
Yeah, produced by the name of the game, the guy Primetime Beats.
We got to get Primetime in here sometime. He sounds like a cool cat.
You would love him. Yeah, man. So we came together and we did this last year, I think it was. Yeah, sometime last year. And yeah, man, I love it, man. It's one of my favorite freestyle joints I think that I've done.
Awesome.
And yeah, man. Let's
hear it.
Let's do it. Run that back, Turbo.
Run that.
Hey.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated
Florida Vibes.
system.
Prime time on the beat. Yes, sir. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Newfound who dis, miss call you miss. Now on top of your list, yeah right you wish. Same me new bitch, young trouble I guess. Been in the 305 and daughter Hispanic girl here about it. Rollie on my wrist, and I just can't quit till we all get rich. Day one St. Clip, none of my boys switch. Your girl pull up in a Uber, then she leave in the lift. Got a triple double dunking on the boy, no assist. Made a couple rats, spent it on my neck and my wrist. Got these rap boys scared like who man this? Shoot my shot with your favorite girl, who can't miss? I just lean with it, rock with it, drinks with the bop in it, new whip, drop top, and then I hop in it. Young prince out the city, roll around with a bitty. Guarantee I never stop with it. Goddamn, got bands in the city with the squad, and you know I'm going in. Goddamn, got bands, baby. If you're coming out tonight, then you gotta bring your friends out. And by chance, if you with it, then I'm with it, yeah. And by chance, if I got it, I'ma spend it out. And by chance, if I want it, I'ma get it out. By chance. Shots kid in high school, never thought it'd be me. Penthouse condo, recording tracks to the beat. They sending Victors in the mail, I just get them for free. Name a rapper out the city going harder than me. I'll wait.
Okay, great. I'ma just assume they got a lot on their plate. I know that life changes and everyone had a fate. So I grind every day and then every night I'm up late. You see, I can't stop it all, I need action. New big body Benz, I can't back in. Custom route the Ren, that's high fashion. Young Tony Montana, not Braxton. No lie, no false statements, no capping. Don't tell me no story about back then. Boy trying to test my name but ain't passing. Only time I let that pass is in past tense. That's why these boys are going wood again, looking at me like, damn, showing you who I should've been. Not dogging who you could've been. Grind 100 nights just so I can see 100 bands. And that's what y'all don't understand. We don't get this life again. We don't get the right to win. Gotta fight for it, and when you done, you gon' fight again. Not making it out alive either way, so I'ma grind till then. Yeah. In times like these, I think of times like when I was trying to text Camilla, getting left on red. Funny how you get the message even when they don't send. I've been looking for the meaning for the times that we in. Whole world gone wild, think it's time to repent. Keep my loved ones close and my squad to the end. As for everybody else, my phone probably dead, you know? That's real. Yes, sir.
God damn.
Yes, sir.
I'm Patrick in the building, ladies
I'm
and gentlemen.
here. I'm here.
Yeah, that was hot.
Appreciate
Fire. Good shit. Did you come up with that just freestyle and you're like, yo, this actually hits? Like,
Yeah, so I mean, that was one. That was just me and Prime. We really just kind of came in the studio one day, and it went through a couple different beats, I think. But I came to Prime with that sample idea, and he just sent me back something crazy, and it was that beat, and I was just like, all right, yeah, let's.
What was that sample?
It's a I don't even know how to say the name. I feel bad. It's Snow Allegra. If I'm not I might be totally butchering that name, by the way. She's such an amazing. She has such amazing music. I mean, if anybody gets check her out. I mean, she's so dope. It's so it's like R&B, but it has this other element to it that feels classic.
Yeah.
You know, classical music. And I'm a fan of her music for sure. And I was listening to that portion of a joint of one of her songs, and I was like, well, this has to be a loop, and it all kind of just fell into play after that. I came to Prime with the idea, flipped it, and boom.
Shit, man.
Yup.
It's a fire sample.
Appreciate it.
You throw that kind of beat on it.
Yeah,
you know?
the beat was nuts. Yeah,
I could definitely see your vision in that.
Yeah. Amplified by like 10. Yeah, it far exceeded my expectations. I thought it was just gonna be like a casual one too, but we were like, nah, this is one of them ones. We gotta give it its own life, you know.
Yeah. Great to see, great to hear, man. Thank you for performing that.
I got you.
Thank you,
Hey, man, I'm here, man. Whatever. What are we trying to do?
That's what's up. Now I see why you're like, I'm gonna send you a beat. I was like, oh, okay, I guess shit ain't joining on Spotify, nothing like that. Right?
Oh, it's out. Yeah, it's just it doesn't. I guess if I'm gonna do anything live, I would want it to be like a joint like that, like a freestyle joint that you could really get into.
Gotcha. That's cool, man. Cool. Love to see it.
For sure.
So tell me, you got anything else that you wanna, tell the people, you got coming now, like any announcements?
Yeah, I want to say, first of all, I mean, thank you to, everybody that is listening, everybody that's been supporting from the beginning up until now. I'm super excited to keep giving everybody music. I'm excited to keep challenging myself to make better music. Got some really dope videos coming out, like I was saying. I can't wait for those to drop. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out live, There's some live shows going too.
Hell yeah. Those are gonna be amazing to see. Let us know whenever you're throwing a show, bro. I would love to be out there.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And then for your first show, back, where do you think it'll begin the tour?
It would be awesome to start it here, right? I mean, it's just the city, Hollywood.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably either be here or Miami. Probably.
Okay.
Work our way up to Orlando. But yeah, I think it's nothing like doing it in the city, man. You know what I mean? Just Broward boys, you know? What more can I say,
Facts. I think Broward brings its own energy, man. Sure. People underestimate Broward, but we got some fire music.
To say the least. Yeah.
Characters, energy, just unmatched.
Facts.
Unmatched. I've worked with a lot of artists, and everyone's very unique from around here. I could really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
That's the good vibes and good energy that people bring. It's incredible. Well, shit, man.
Handles.
Yeah. Let us know your handles. Where can people find you?
Sure. So IG is gonna be Spezzy. That's at SPEZZY. But on top of that, I also everything on me is on SeanPatrickOfficial.com.
Okay.
It's my website. Got everything up there. Got all my music, all my socials and all that. Clothing up there, the whole thing.
Damn, you got the works.
Well, yeah, everything Sean Patrick is up on that site. So trying to find something on me, it's there.
Dope. And J Conflict, where can the people find you?
Just at J Conflict, just every single.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got that handle?
Just that handle, yeah.
Oh shit!
Well done.
Congrats. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Well, yo, that's gonna conclude today's show.
Yep.
Thank you very much, guys, for coming out. This has been an incredible interview.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
man.
of course. And keep tuned for the next one, ladies and gentlemen. If you liked what you saw,
sir. Yes,
feel
sir.
free to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share. And we'll catch y'all soon. Peace out.
Yep.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open.
Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You're now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.